upsells and continuations to increase sales with your current clients. So a huge common mistake that I see from people is that you are leaving money on the table because you're not selling to your current customers. You are assuming that they're buying one offer and that that's all they want. That's all that they desire. Even if they're buying your 6-month mastermind, high-level mastermind, 4-figure main signature program, and it's a group offer, you're assuming that they don't want more, that they don't want to buy the next thing, that they don't want to go deeper. And so you're not selling to your current customers and you're leaving massive amounts of money on the table. And so what you're doing is you're waiting for your launches to get bigger with more clients. You have X offer, X signature program, and you think that the only way to grow your business is, okay, well, this round had 5 clients in my group program. I need to make my next launch better and have 10 clients, and then my next launch better after that, and then have 20 clients, and then 30 clients, and then 50 clients, and then 100 clients. But the reality is, launches getting bigger with more and more clients does take time. It does. The difference between having 5 people buy a group program versus 20 people buying a group program, depending on how much refinement and commitment and consistency you're putting into your business, could take months or even a year, right? Going from 20 people in a group program to 100 people in a group program could take another year. So looking at that and going, well, I'm not going to sit around and wait for only more and more clients to be buying that one program to make more money. I'm going to take advantage of the current. I'm going to go deeper with the clients who are currently there, who are currently my super fans. I'm going to serve them even harder, give them more opportunities to go deeper and make double the revenue from the clients who are already in my world, already paying me without waiting for launches to get bigger. So here's how we're going to do that. We're going to fix this and make you a lot more sales in less time by incentivizing upsells and continuations to increase sales from your current clients. So again, I just said this, but you do not always need new and more customers to increase your revenue. Yes, of course, long game, are we, of course, getting more visible and growing the business and getting in front of new customers? Does that need to happen at some point? Absolutely. Is that something that you're working on 365 and that's a goal of yours? Absolutely. But don't let that be the only way that you're making money, because that at the end of the day does take time. So you can sell to and make more money and deeper impact to your current clients. Your current clients are your best customers to sell to. Cool. Okay, so we're going to do this in 2 ways. We're going to talk about upsells and we're going to talk about incentivizing continuations. And that's how you're going to increase sales. So let's talk about upsells first. So I want you to sell to your current customers to increase the spend of one customer and deepen their transformation. So we talked about this in the training when we were talking about Product Suite, but you want to increase the customer lifetime value of one client. You don't want one client to come in and only spend $1,000 or $2,000 even in their lifetime with you. Your goal is to increase the spend of one client, the customer lifetime value of one client, because then you need less clients to make a lot more money. And of course, let's lead with service. At the end of the day, this is going to help deepen their transformation when they're getting more touch point, more proximity, more depth on the work that you do to deepen their transformation. So it's a win-win for everybody. That's what's so beautiful about sales. So think about, what are short-term or long-term VIP upgrades where you can go deeper on top of whatever offer it is that you're selling? So as an example, do you want to add one-to-one calls? Maybe you're doing a group coaching program and you say, I have X amount of spots for a VIP upgrade. You get a 30-minute one-to-one call every month throughout the time that you're in this container. And on that call, we're going to be going over XYZ and helping you with ABC. X amount of spots, it's Y price point, DM me. Okay, great. You just made more sales without needing new clients. You just upsold to your current clients. Maybe it's one-on-one messaging support and you're like, okay, I want to do a 1-month intensive, and you sell a one-off package or 1 week intensive or 1 day intensive. Or maybe it's a continued long-term messaging support upgrade where it's okay, for the entire time you're in this container, I'm going to do messaging support with you one time a month for X months. And now you just created a recurring revenue upsell. So now it's not just a one-time cash injection where you're doing one day or 1 week or 1 month. It's like for one day of every month or a week of every month for the next 6 months that you're in this mastermind, I'm going to go deep with you and you're going to get messaging support. And now they're on a payment plan and you just brought in MRR. Not with a new client, but just upselling and deepening the work with your current clients who are already paying you. You could also do this in a group setting. So let's say that there's something like Offer Art, or it's a program that's really scalable where there's not a ton of touch point. Well, I could do something like an Offer Art mini mind, and it's an upgrade. And inside the mini mind, there's only X amount of spots, but you're going to get time on mastermind style hot seat calls where I'm going to go deep with you here. And maybe it's a hybrid, and there's also some one-to-one calls. You can get creative with this. How do you want to go deeper with your people? Do you want to do it in a group setting? Do you want to do it one-off? Do you want to do long-term one-to-one? Long-term group? Maybe there's an upgrade within your mastermind where it's like, I'm making this up off the top of my head, but I could go to the Trailblazers and say, I'm going to start offering once a month content workshops for, 10 people. There's only 10 spots and the 10 of us are going to go get on Zoom once a month, and I'm going to audit your specific content, and everybody's going to get about 10 minutes of an audit, and we're going to workshop content together once a month for an hour, 10 spots. Here's the upsell. You can sell upsells of little mini minds or masterminds, and that would be a long-term upsell. So that would create recurring revenue. Or again, you could do this one-off and just say, I have X amount of spots. We're going to do this one time and do a quick cash injection upsell, where again, you're helping your clients. This is great for them. There's service and sales. So you're deepening their transformation, and you're increasing your business. It's a win-win, right? Income equals impact. Okay. So here we go. Group messaging and support is something you could also do. I've seen people do this with their long-term masterminds or like long-term group coaching programs where they create like a tier, like a long-term upsell where it's like, okay, you get 2 days in Telegram with me if you're in tier 1, and tier 1 is X rate, and the normal tier where you're just getting calls is Y rate. So again, it's like, do the math on that. Let's say that normally your group coaching program is $500 a month, but for tier 1, where they get 2 days of messaging access to you, it's $1,000 per month. And now you just doubled how much you're making monthly if half the people buy that without needing any new customers. You could do audits, like one-off, like, hey, I'm going to audit your XYZ thing and give you feedback one-off. Again, you could do that in a group. You could do it as a continuation. You could do workshops as a one-off, as a continuation. And you can do this on short-term and long-term offers. So as an example, you could even do this if you were doing like a 1-week $29 boot camp that you were using more as a launch vehicle, but in that launch vehicle, you're not giving one-to-one feedback. You're not giving like mastermind style hot seat coaching calls. You could do a VIP upgrade. And for $25 more, $30 more, you get access to a hot seat coaching call that we're going to do at the end of it. Here's the click to buy upgrade when you're checking out. And it's like, okay, you just increased the cart value from being $29 to doubling it because half the people chose the upgrade option. Cool. Like, are you seeing how there's ways to make so much more money from the clients who are already buying from you? A 6-month group program like that, like I gave this example already, it could be a 6-month mastermind, but there's a VIP Telegram upgrade where they get one time a day in Telegram once a week, and it's, double the price, and people will buy it. And then some people won't, and some people will, and they get to decide how much proximity they want to pay for. But look at what's amazing about all this is you're not creating new offers here. It's not necessarily new offers with new curriculums and a whole new offer promise and marketing a whole new thing. It's literally just like, you're already my client, you're already getting support. I'm going to help you in XYZ way where we go deeper. We get on a call and do X, or we hop on Voxer or Telegram and do Y, or we're auditing this, and you don't have to go and create anything new. You're just giving a little bit more of your proximity and feedback, and you could double or even triple your sales from the people who are already buying from you. And I'm going to show you a really concrete example at the end of this, so this really sticks for you on how much money you're leaving on the table but won't be after this training, and And I bet your mind is going to be blown, because I feel like I'm looking at this now and I'm being like, oh my God, Alex, there's room for you to do so much more of this. Like, let's freaking go. Okay, so continuations. You also very much so want your current clients, when they're finishing a current package from you, to buy the next step. And this goes for all of your price points. Of course, when they're in a low ticket offer, obviously you want them to upsell into the next higher ticket long-term offer. But even your clients that are already in the high ticket long-term offer, you want them to go and buy the next thing, whatever that is. So how can you incentivize people to continue, your current customers to continue buying from you, so that the customer lifetime value again goes up, because they don't leave. So use recent purchases that are like lower mid-ticket as a credit to upsell into the next long-term package. So I do this with my micro programs and my like low ticket launch vehicles, where it's like, okay, you just bought offer art for XXX, whatever that price point was that you purchased it at. You get to use whatever you spent for offer art as a full credit to go into the Trailblazers within 30 days of buying offer art. Okay, that's huge. And it makes a lot of sense, because it incentivizes the next step, and the Trailblazers gets this program included. So it's like, I used this as a stepping stone, so there was a lot of trust built. Come over here to the thing where we're really going to go all in. And it's like there's a huge incentive for that, and it expires, so that creates urgency. I would not suggest just have it looming. Like, you can use this as a credit forever. That wouldn't feel good. If someone came from me a year from now, like, I want to buy the Trailblazers, and I bought offer art in May of 2024, I'd be like, okay, that's nice. No, right, here's the full price. But if it has an expiring credit, and in a certain amount of time, that creates urgency within a certain time frame. So that's great. You could do something like an alumni re-sign rate. So if you have something like a group coaching program and you say, okay, it's time to re-sign, you could do a special alumni rate. Now, again, you don't have to do any of these things. As an example, for the Trailblazers right now, when I'm recording this, it's $555 per month. It would not feel energetically right for me to charge any less than $555 per month for that program. So I don't do an alumni rate. It's like, re-sign, do you want it, do you not, at this price point? But if an alumni rate felt good for you, for example, if you have like an A to B style program and it really feels very curriculum heavy, and it feels like, okay, you just went through this and now you're just going to get access to the calls, and an alumni rate makes sense, that incentivizes people to go through the program again. Could you do an expiring discount or pre-sale on the back end of one offer into the next offer? So as an example, on the back end of offer art on our closing call, if I had another micro program down the line that I knew I was going to start selling and start filling, I could say, you guys get an early exclusive discount or an early exclusive pre-sale price that I'm not even bringing forward facing to social media yet. And if you purchase it now in the next, 48, 72 hours before X day, you get access to that discounted price, pre-sale price, but that pre-sale exclusive discounted price expires on X date. But now they're already in and sold for the next offer, and you incentivized that continuation because you gave them a special rate to say yes now, to say yes early, and now they're guaranteed to continue to stay in your world for the next thing. So how can you incentivize continuation so people keep buying? So I'm going to show you an example of this in just how selling to your current customers can literally double your revenue without needing any new clients. And this is like a very real example. I don't feel like the numbers I used are far-fetched. I don't feel like anything about this is far-fetched. I feel like this is going to land for you and you're going to go, oh my God, I'm about to double my revenue from my current clients from continuations and from upsells. Okay, so let's dive into it. So if 10 people bought your 3-month group coaching program for $2,000, that's a $20,000 launch. Now, stop looking at the screen for a second and hear me when I say this. Most people would leave it at that. oh, I sold 10 people in my $2,000 program. I had a 20K launch. Great. Now I'm going to go get ready for the next launch. I'm going to go keep getting more visible. I'm going to go keep having more messaging. Hopefully next time I'll get 20 people in my launch. I would love to do that. I would love to get 20 people. And they're just relying on this one offer in one way to make their sales. And they think I need new clients and more clients to go make that money again. No. Okay. So now after this training, let's, instead of only relying on the next launch, let's add upsells and continuations. Let's say that 3 of them upgrade to a VIP one-to-one calls, where you say, I'm going to give you 30-minute calls for once a month while you're in the program for 3 months. And who wants that? It's $1,000. It's a 1K upgrade, 3 calls. I feel like these are very realistic. These are small price points for people. 30 minutes of your time, $300 something. 3 people buy. Okay, you just added 3K. 5 of them upgrade to audits. You, in the middle of the program, you were like, I really want to help you guys with some audits. I'm going to do audits for anyone that wants an audit on XYZ, where I'm going to record a Loom video for you and email it to your inbox and audit your work on XYZ. It's $200. Let me know if you want to do that. 5 of them bought that. Okay, you just brought in another 1K from your current clients within that experience. Then you decide that you're in the middle of the program and you want to do a mini mind. Maybe it's during the program, maybe it's after the program. And you say, there's some of you where I think we can really go deeper on XYZ thing. I'm just going to do like a short-term mini mind for 1K where we're going to do XYZ. 5 of them bought that. Okay, great. You just brought in another 5K. Then those current clients, maybe they're like in the middle of your program and you're 2 months in, and towards the end you're like, there's some of you where I really think we can go deeper on XYZ. I want to sell a 1-month Voxer intensive where you get 1 month of Voxer messaging access to me, where we work on ABC and do XYZ as we're finishing out our month in here. 2 people bought that for 1K. Okay, you just got 2K. Then you do a resign rate, and 8 out of the 10 resign because your curriculums are so freaking juicy and people never want to leave, and you resign at the alumni rate of 1.5K, and they all resign, and you just brought in 12K with the same clients because they're continuing with you instead of leaving and sending them off after a graduation call. Okay, great. Do you realize when we add these numbers together that you just added $23,000 of revenue by selling to your current customers without selling to any new customers? That is more than the entire group program launch of the original offer. You just made more than double your revenue by selling to your current customers than the original offer you sold them on. Is your mind blown? I hope it is. And I hope you realize, holy crap, there's so much money I'm leaving on the table and I'm never going to do that again. And I'm going to go fill this by giving more of my time right now in this season of my business when maybe the volume isn't 100% there yet, and just go deeper with people. So what I want you to see is that you don't need a lot of clients to make a lot of money. You need your current clients to buy from you at all of your price points, at all of your level of proximity. Now, are you going to scale with a high volume of clients too? Of course, right? At a certain point, of course, you're going to want new clients, and we're getting visible and we're adding more people. Absolutely, that's happening at the same time. But what I want you to do is be aware of the season of business that you're in right now and decide, I wrote this here, you're the offer artist and you're always winning. So you make your offers work for you, and the selling of your offers work for you in the season of business that you're in right now. So is there a season of business where you're like, obviously, I talk a lot about scaling. You're going to be focused on scaling the business, and you're going to say, I don't want to be on calls all the time, and I don't want to offer 30-minute calls or a Voxer here or access there or audits there. And there's going to be a season of your business where you're like, I just want to do group calls where I'm on 1 call a week to the masses, and outside of that, I'm doing whatever I'm doing. I'm raising a family, I'm vacationing, whatever your future life holds in store for you. Of course, is that something that you are working towards? And I, of course, want you to sustainably be building towards an offer art. Yes, yes, and yes. That's why we've talked all about scalability and product suite and everything that we've talked about before this training. However, is there a level of self-awareness of the season that you're in right now and what's right in front of you? The current humans whose lives you're changing, who are right in front of you, and can you just offer in this season a level of depth. A level of depth in the work that you're doing, and change their lives and make double the revenue without waiting for your visibility to double, for your brand awareness to double, for your leadership in the industry to double, and just double your revenue with what's already right in front of you, with the human beings right in front of you. Yes, yes, and yes. So over time, are you going to pull away from this? Maybe, but you have this right now if you have the capacity to offer depth and offer upsells and offer continuations to incentivize a high lifetime customer value for the clients who are right in front of your nose. And stop leaving money on the table by not selling to your current clients, because yes, they want to go deeper. Okay, so just keep in mind that you can sell these upgrades before, during, and after the program, right? So if you want to sell things like, and within Offer Art, we're doing a mini mind, and if you know you want that upgrade, click here to buy that upgrade now. You can do that while you're selling the program, but sometimes people need to be in your world to really get it and see how incredible you are at what you do, and understand that there is a different layer and a deeper layer to the work that you do. So sell during the program as well, and after the program, of course, too. You can sell after the program, not only just alumni rates for or the next step offer, but you could even say, and if you're done with XYZ program, but you know that you want to do a month of mentorship with me and Voxer, buy this. Or if you know that you need an audit, buy this. And you can sell these, of course, forward facing on social media. And this level of depth could just be the way that someone enters your world before buying a scalable group program. But what will also very much so most likely happen is the people who are already buying your scalable group programs will then go, you know what, actually I want to go deeper with her and upsell. So you're always winning. You're the offer artist. Get creative. How do you want to add value to people's lives? How do you want to add value to people's lives? How do you want to go deeper with them? And go sell that thing, right? Action step, create upsells and continuation incentives for your current offers. How are you incentivizing people to continue to buy the next thing? What upsells do you want to give to your current people to go deeper? Go create those upsells and continuations and sell them, honey. I'm going to say, and sell them. Okay, I adore you. I'll see you in the next one.